Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chastiny and this is another episode of As I Read. Yay! But not like I normally do because I kind of like the little sticky note thing I did last time. It gets me out of a bind. If you're new here, welcome. Pull up a chair, tell me your name, get some hot chocolate, and then tell me what's your favorite book. If you're a returning member of the family, finals are over. My skating recital for Christmas went well. Dressed as a 1920s flapper. We're awesome. On today's episode of As I Read, I read Courting the Amish Nanny by Carrie Lighte. It was kind of nice. It was kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. Embarrassed by an unacquainted crush, Amish maidel Sadie Diner needs a vacation from her life in Pennsylvania. And from romance. Until Christmas, she's working in Maine as a nanny to an Amish widower, Levi Sawyer, for his twins. But Levi is frustratingly overprotective and they just can't see eye to eye on anything. And the worst part, Sadie can't seem to stop herself from losing her heart. Alright, so like the last video, I was reading the book and I marked every time I thought of something or I wanted to say something. Alright, so reading this book took me a grand total of 6 hours and 35 minutes. And I read it all in one day. One of the first things I have to correct is this is not a Harlequin book. This is a love-inspired book. Harlequin is the name of like a company that pumps out like romances and stuff, and so I naturally just assumed it was a Harlequin book, but it's actually love-inspired books. This book lived up to all my expectations as a Hallmark / Lifetime movie book kind of thing. It was very sweet and everybody's very nice, but it had its moments and it wasn't like frisky, but it was still very sweet. A very good read if you want to have a good Christian moment or just not erotic. For chapter 1, I said, she's 25 and worried about being a spinster, which made me feel some kind of way because I'm 30, and it kind of taps into my whole, oh my God, I need to get married and have kids kind of thing, because that's what society says I should be doing. That's her main thing. She's an Amish girl who's 25 and she's pretty much going to be a spinster. She doesn't have that much time left to get married, I guess, and whatever, but I felt for her. I felt for her. That hurt my feelings in the first moments, because there's sometimes I'm like, yes, I need to do what society says and have kids and get married, not in that order though. And I have to remind myself that 30 is like the new 20 and I don't have to do anything because it's my life. Who's gonna be mad at me for not being married and having kids right now? Besides, like my parents. Nobody. Exactly. So, bah. So, about 10 pages in, I said there should be a little note at the bottom of the page with meanings or a dictionary in the back. Yeah, there's a lot of like Amish words and spellings and stuff where I was like, I can't pronounce these words. I don't know what they mean. And, as I read the book, I kind of picked up on what different words meant. But I still can't pronounce them. I'm not going to try to pronounce them. But I was thinking, yeah, this book needs like a dictionary because I'm a novice. I've never read an Amish romance before. You can't just throw these things at people. And then on the very next page, I was like, I don't like the spelling of words to match accents. It's taking me right out the story. 99% of the Amish words were italicized, and I was like, why are you drawing my attention to that? I didn't like it. I mean, I get it. She wants to show that she's using the Amish words and stuff like that, but I still didn't like it. This one says subarachnoid hemorrhage, which I know what that is because I study health information technology, and part of me is knowing health stuff and procedures and things that could go wrong. That's what I'm trying to do. And when I wrote that, I said, and they say you never use anything you learn in high school and college. I know my words. Also, the word congestive heart failure, I know what that is too. But I was like, oh look at my education coming into play. Stay in college, people, or go to college. But mostly stay in college, stay in school, be a forever learner. In the book, Sadie mentions that a lot of the Amish are moving to Maine to get away from Amish tourism, like non-Amish people coming to gawk at the Amish people. I read the author's profile in the book first, like the author section, and it said that she likes to go visit the Amish like areas and look around and talk to the people. And I was like, isn't it weird that she knows that most of the Amish kind of want to just keep to themselves and mind their business, and definitely not get their pictures taken or any video or anything like that. So the author knows that because she put it in the book that most Amish moved to Maine to get away from that, and yet she enjoys going to the Amish areas and going to the Amish markets and stuff, which I'm pretty sure is good for money wise. But it's just it's that weird parallel where she's like, it's like you're acknowledging a problem that someone has, but you still do it anyway. With Levi, the father has twins, and when they first meet Sadie, the nanny, they go, "Hi, I'm this, I'm that, my name is this and that, and I'm almost 5." And it kind of just reminded me of the kids from The Emperor's New Groove. And I was like, they're kind of cute. I kind of like them. Just a little bit. Oh no, I like the kids. Y'all, if you are a regular, in Charlotte's winning Charlotte back, I absolutely adored that little kid. He was so cute. And he was just so involved in the book, and it wasn't overbearing and it wasn't annoying. And I just loved it. And these kids are kind of the same way. And then I was like, the pressures of getting married. Oh, I think because she's avoiding this thing. It's the wedding, where at the wedding, the bride pairs single people together, and Sadie left her home in Pennsylvania to come to Maine because she was like, I don't want to be a part of that right now. This guy broke my heart, and I just want to work and mind my business. Sounds very familiar because that's what I thought about last year when I broke up with my ex, and I was like, I just want to go to school and mind my business. That's it. I'm not thinking about nobody, no man, no romance. So I know how she feels coming from that point. But even here in Maine, they were like, oh, a new girl and she's single? Let me hook you up with someone. That's basically what it is. It's just hooking people up. She was basically avoiding that kind of party, and she still had to go anyway. And then at chapter 4, the storytelling method uses diary form to basically I don't want to say info dump, but basically to get a lot of information about what's going on in Sadie's mind without us having her let's sit by a window and think about Levi and blah blah blah. It's none of that. So she's writing in her diary. But it took till chapter 4. It took till chapter 4 for us to see what's in her diary. Though it was mentioned, I think, in chapter 1 that she had a diary because some guy gave it to her, and she thought that was one of the things that meant he was like, yeah, I want to court you. And he was like, nah, bro, we just friends, and I got another lady. You know what? One of the things about this girl is that she reads a lot into what other men do, and she she's trying to distinguish men who are not interested in her and men who are just being nice and pleasant and gentleman-like. And she's like, okay, he's being really nice. I don't want to overplay that and think he's interested in me. Like, oh, he talked to me and he laughed at all my jokes. He must like me. He must be interested in courting something. Well, it could really be nothing. So that's what kind of is her problem in her mind, and that's what she's trying to work through. I said this girl blows hot and cold. Let me tell you something. She forgives very quickly. Like, she'll be mad no matter who it is. It don't matter if it's Levi. It could be the lady that like works for Levi and makes the wreaths or something, Marie, I think. Like, she gets really angry, and then she doesn't really let them have it, but in her mind she's letting them have it. And then, like, you know, she will go, I'm sorry, I should really just, you know, understand, and I didn't mean to be that brass or anything like that. Like, she really just blew hot and cold. It really sounded more like a teenager a little bit, where like Levi would be like really nice to her, and then because he's super overprotective, he was like, how could you let the kids do that? And she goes, you know what, I don't even like him like that. I know I don't like him like that. Here's how I know it's like a teenager thing, because I'm about to let y'all in on a little secret. For 1 year, I was in love with Daniel Radcliffe. Love that man. I thought it was true love until movie 4 came out and he didn't cut his hair, and I didn't like that. And then I realized that's not real love. It can't be real love, because I was like, if a haircut can change my complete perspective on this guy, then yeah, I really didn't love him. So that's kind of what she does. She changes her perspective on him like that, but then it goes right back like that. It's childhood crush. It's okay. It's cute. I mean, it's kind of what I expect from a Hallmark channel. This game of tag is so sweet. I want to play. So the kids, you know, their father is very overprotective, so he tries to keep them like in the house away from like anything that's hazardous. And Sadie's like, yo, I want to go outside, I'm tired. And she taught them how to play tag and Red Rover and all these other games, and it sounded so cute. In fact, is this where Levi starts playing? Yeah, the dad is starting to finally lighten up, right? And so this is when he's kind of flirting with her. Ooh, I like this part too. This is when he was kind of flirting with her, and she was like, she was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out and play tag now. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna play tag too. And the kids were explaining the game, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna tag all of you. And Sadie goes, well, you gotta remember, I grew up with like 8 brothers, and I'm faster than all of them. And he goes, I'm not one of your brothers. And she was like, was that flirting? And I was like, girl, that's flirting. So now, to make things more complicated, I said, I think Otto is going to be a romantic interest. He's been introduced because now he's going to disrupt the household. The household is running fine. The kids are starting to be happier. Levi's starting to be a little less like helicopter. And Otto's going to come in, throw a wrench. And I was like, either there's going to be a misunderstanding in communication about something, or she really is going to start liking Otto, and then it's going to be like a love triangle where she can't choose which one she really wants to be with. And Otto is going to be what jumpstarts Levi's true interest in her. That's what I thought was going to happen. So, boom! This one is an ad. There's an ad in the middle of the book. I ain't seen this in so long, an ad. Like with a survey. Like online. I was sitting there, I was like, how dare you give me an ad in the middle of the book? Look at this. This is an ad that I do not want. Wait, free? If I turn this in, I can get 4 free books. Should I do it? Comment down below. Should I do this random survey and get 4 free books? I know there's got to be a catch. Alright, at one point I was saying that Levi is gonna find a diary. Because I was like, she's using this diary. First the diary is mentioned. Then we start like getting bits and pieces of her writing in her diary and what she's thinking and how she's processing what's going on in her life. And I was like, he gonna read the diary. Maybe. I don't know how he would read. Maybe she's gonna accidentally leave it and then he's gonna read it. And then he's gonna be like, oh, she does like me as much as I like her. I'm going to go to her. I don't know. That's what I thought. Because I was like, what else does that mean? Other than the diary telling us what she's thinking, what else is the diary for? I knew Otto was going to like her. So, spoiler alert, Otto likes her. But of course we knew Otto was going to like her. I like the fact that they jump between her and Levi. Sadie and Levi, I like that. I like hearing from male points of view about love. It's really nice. I think it humanizes men a little bit. Because, you get to hear them be emotional instead of just being men can do things like I can hammer stuff and men don't cry kind of thing. Like, I like humanizing guys because I feel like most men, they just want to talk about their feelings and not be called the girl. According to Amish Nanny, was a good book. It was just as wholesome as I thought it would be. There was no cursing. In fact, there was no cursing, not even the word hell. I like this. I like the book. It was very sweet. It was better than I thought. And this was just really nice. I think I got exactly what I asked for when I was like, for Christmas, I want to read Hallmark romances. Turns out not really. I didn't really want to read erotica, but I also I don't mind this. It still might be less compared to the other two that's left, but this one was I definitely didn't hate it. I thought I wasn't gonna like it because honestly, it sounds boring. It sounds boring. Amish romance. I don't know if I want to actually pick up another life-inspired book. I want tension. I want romantic tension. I want almost touching pinkies and stuff like that. That's what I want. Alright, so do I recommend you read this book? Only if you want a good book with good values, no cursing, and a lot of back and forth in the mind of the woman who I think she overthinks things a lot, and she does exactly what she's not supposed to do. Alright, you guys, that's all I have for you this week. Do you want to read this book? You know you do. Pick it up, read it, tell me what you think about it. Do you have any suggestions? Maybe I just need a different book to introduce me into love inspired. Yeah, maybe I just need another book that kindles my heart just a little bit more. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about in the bottom down there. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you Christmas Day. Right? Yeah. I will see you next time. Bye.